name is Sarah. Welcome to my channel. I'm a teacher living and working in the Bay Area in California, and also an amateur homesteader. So this is going to be a video series that I'm starting that documents my growth as a homesteader. Myself and my husband were living on a half acre at my parents' property. We started our homesteading journey in Sunnyvale and then had to move. It's pretty expensive out here in the Bay Area. So we're fortunate that we got to move with my parents and live on their property and bring all of our animals with us. And we've only grown since then. So what we're hoping to do here is document our journey, save up, and buy our own property, and eventually hopefully open an educational farm. So we invite you along with us on this journey to learn and grow, see what we've got going on. We've got honeybees, we've got chickens, we've got quails coming in March, and we're really excited to continue on with our journey of being more sustainable and raising animals and seeing what we can do. We've been affectionately calling our homestead Poppy Seeds Farm after the first hen we ever got, Poppy. She's a black Australorp, and we have that name on social media, so if you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, we're there. Feel free to drop us a line anytime. We want to grow and learn along with people. If you're an experienced homesteader or a beginner like us or just interested in homesteading in general, please reach out. We would be happy to talk to you and happy to meet you all. Thanks. So without further ado, let's go for a tour of the homestead. Here are the chicks. We have Flora peeking her head out and Elvira hiding underneath our little brooder hen. They're still a little shy right now. They're brand new. They're about 2-3 weeks old right now, so I'm gonna see if I can convince them to come out with a little bit more food. Sometimes when you first put the food out, they aren't really interested in eating it, so you have to kind of peck at it like a mom chicken to get them to try and peck at it too. I'm gonna try that out. Come on, chickens. Come on. I recently brought the chicks into my classroom actually for the kids to meet, and they really loved it, both the chicks and the kids. So if you are a farmer and you raise chickens or have chicks, sometimes that's a really good thing to do. If you're interested in partnering with teachers, you can send an email out or advertise for that, and teachers would love to have the chance to have chicks incubated in their classroom but not have to keep the chickens afterwards, because a lot of times teachers can't really afford to keep them or don't have the space for them. So it's kind of a nice compromise if you are available to do that. It's really good for the chicks and for the kids. So here we've got all of my junk basically. On the lower level I've got extra stuff. This level I've got bee stuff. Right above I've got all my chicken stuff, and on the top I have all of my honey processing and food grade stuff. Here's Leo eating some of the extra chick food. He likes to do that. It's kind of a built-in cleanup crew. It's kind of cute. And the chicks are used to him too. They're not scared of Leo. He's really good with the chickens and with the chicks, so we're fortunate with that. Here's our quail coop. This is what we're going to be starting in March. The top opens, as you can see. There is a little ramp to come up. We're going to have 8 quail, and they should be comfortable in here. So we're just going to set them up with some straw and have food and water in here and see how they do. It's a rabbit hutch, but we think it'll work pretty well. And here's my mom's greenhouse. I got her this for Christmas, I think, and she's started some seeds in here. Here's the girls. Hey, chickens. There they are. They're so happy to see us. In the front, that barred rock, the black and white one, she's Pepper. She's the lead hen, and behind her is Peanut. She's missing a few feathers because Pepper has been pecking at her recently. She's totally fine. She's not bleeding. I checked for mites and everything, but Pepper does sometimes peck at her, so we're working on that right now. Actually, at the end of the video, you'll see some of the stuff that I set up recently to kind of fix that issue or work towards maybe fixing it. Hey, Pepper! There's Poppy. We set up ramps and swings and stuff for them to swing on to keep them interested, because they do not free range here. They did when we were in Sunnyvale, but we're still working on a solution to see if we can get them out to free range in the yard a little bit. There's our namesake, little Poppy. She's a sweetheart. They like to tell me about their day. There goes Leo. As you can see, the chicks really like him. They have a symbiotic relationship with Leo. Where are you going, Leo? He's going down next to the beehive, so that's going to be my new hive I set up this year, over by where he is right now. Hey, Leo. He's so cute. I have one 8-frame hive and one 10-frame hive getting started. I did a 10-frame hive last year, and it's kind of heavy for me, and 10 whole frames full of honey is really heavy, so I want to start an 8-frame as well. 8 frames can be pretty good too for keeping heat into the hive versus 10 frames where there's a lot more space to cover, so I'm going to see how they each do. Let's see where Leo's going to lead us. Over here to the left is my honey spinner. Not the ideal location for it. It's best pretty much to have it in a garage so the bees don't get at you, but as you'll see in a later video, we have a setup planned that should hopefully help with honey harvest this year. Stay tuned for that. Here's our planter boxes. We covered it with a ground cover of crimson clover just to kind of amend the soil through the winter, and I left it in there for now as I start my early planting. I got Brussels sprouts, as you can see, some strawberries started, and some cilantro. It's really hard to see in there. These are going to evolve as the spring comes on because right now it's only March, so we're just getting started with the growing season. And in this planter box, I've got onions down the middle. Yellow onions, they should be pretty nice. Here's our tree. We planted a pineapple or strawberry guava for our cat that passed away, and it actually fruited last year, so we're going to see how it goes. Through here is my mom's orchard. This is all her. Me and Abe helped to mulch this area, but it's pretty much her project, along with these mason bees here that are coming in April for her. So she's got these houses set up, and that's going to be a project for her to have pollinators up in this orchard as well. She's been doing a lot of companion planting next to the trees, as you can see. She's got all kinds of mint and herbs, etc. Looks like an orange tree. She's got an avocado, she's got a peach, and a couple that haven't fruited yet. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Fruit trees are pretty exciting to me. That's something that we hope to, when we have our own property, extend that as well into our garden. A nice big heavy gate. All right, this is the recent changes to the chicken coop. We just this weekend added some straw in, and as you can see, they're super happy. It's kind of helping them leave each other alone, although you could see Pepper peck right there at Poppy. She is kind of out of control. She's been pecking everybody. You can also see some of the stuff I added, more cohesive dust bath in that box, and a flock block. We're going to come in and check out what we've got going on. I added also 2 different feeding stations, so the chickens that are lower in the pecking order have a chance to eat and not be bullied so much by Pepper because she's pretty bossy. As you can see, she's going to come up and peck at me too. Those 2 in the back are Ursa and Eridanus. Those are our Easter eggers, but Ursa's not really been laying Easter eggs. She's been laying pretty much brown eggs. Eridanus has been laying more blue eggs for us. I've got grit and oyster shell, a dust bath. I've got this trellis kind of as an experiment to see what they'll do with it, kind of keep them interested. And on this tray, sometimes I'll give them oatmeal and bananas. And right here you see my big flock block. So they've been pretty much uninterested in it. Trying to get them to peck at it more, see what happens. Hopefully they'll peck at that instead of each other. And I've got swings too. We're going to check out the inside of the coop. I used to in here do pine shavings. It's kind of a nightmare to clean out. Actually, the sand tray system has been working really well. I eventually want to work that into being a deep litter system once I have a coop that isn't a pre-made coop. I'd really like to build one. And yay, we've got eggs. So they favor this right side box. This is their favorite place to lay. 2 nice brown eggs. Love it. That lighter brown one I'm pretty sure is Ursa's. She's been laying a lot lighter eggs, not really blue, but they're still really nice. And sometimes these trash cans fall over when they're getting low, so I'm just gonna prop it up with some dirt here. The chickens will jump on them and sometimes they fall down. They're loving this straw though. They've been scratching around at it, trying to find bugs. sometimes I'll throw seeds or mealworms out so they can find it, and it kind of keeps them away from each other and keeps them busy. Thanks so much for dropping by our channel. Please like, subscribe, add us on Instagram and Facebook, and stop by next time when we'll be getting quail. Yay!